All right, once again, wet brush to start. We're going to mix the same way we did last time. Yellow. You'll need a little bit, not as much as we had yesterday. A little bit of white. Not too much. You don't want to turn it into a funky color. And now just a little thing that you can do. You don't have to. I'm going to get a big scoop of red on the back of my brush. Wipe it off. Get as much red off as I can. Then just use my paper towel and wipe that off so it doesn't get all over my hand and onto my clothes. Once again, I just want to use a small, tiny little drop of red. I don't want to overdo it. And mix it in there. Once again, we're not painting the paper here. We're just mixing the paint on this paper. If it becomes too orange, add yellow to dull it out a bit. You're really looking for the same or close to the same color as you had on the last one. Make sure your eyes are up, please. Now, we're going to break this into thirds. So 1/3 of the candy corn. I'm going to paint with this yellow color. If you paint more than that, it's okay because we're actually going to cover up a lot of it. So the back end is done. Now, just as we did on the last one, what's the complementary color we use? Purple. A little bit of paint on your brush. Or a little bit of water on your brush. Just a little bit of purple. Got way, see the little puddle of water there? Too much water. So I'm going to mix just a little bit of purple. I don't need a lot. With this purple, once again, where's our wrist and elbow? Off. I've been a terrible painter my entire life. The last 2 or 3 years, I've really focused on getting my elbow off the paper and just using more of a wrist look. A more painterly style. I'm going to do a darker area towards the back. And then I'm going to add a small little section here that tapers down. And then one little spot here in the middle of a darker tone. I do want to make sure I blend it in. You can do this with a dry brush. You can do this with the wet brushes, the brushes you already have paint on. Like a little bit darker. Make sure you're doing it up here. I know that's hard to see. Let me. Little dark section right here. A dark section here to kind of set where the edge is going to be of the candy corn. If you have your photo in front of you, if you don't have it, we'll get it in a second. Where the edge of this candy corn is, this third dimension, I want to add just a little dark ridge at the top of where that comes down. Make sense? Okay. And then you're going to kind of blend that out, smooth it out just a little bit. Taper the edges off.